Welcome, my fellow professors, adventurers, and historians of alike. It's time for another Laika film production. Well, not just any production, but one encompassing the tale of the missing link. I am brought here by my fellow researchers, Professor Dwibbs and Professor Pedro, for alliteration's sake. So, Professor Pedro, what are we in for today, would you say?
Laika's Missing Link. This is the movie that they made after the brilliant Kubo and the Two Strings that was an audience and critical darling. Think of this movie is a bit different in the sense that it's not a fantasy. It's more of a, let's just say, this is a more down to earth story that they're telling here. Even if there is a cartoony ape thing on the.
Yeah. This film was directed by British filmmaker Chris Butler, who in the past has worked on, not directed or wrote, but worked on films such as the Tigger movie,
Ooh.
Tarzan 2, and Corpse Bride, and The Tale of Despero, whatever that is.
Oh, the Tale of
and
Despero.
Coraline.
Wow,
And in terms of being more of a leading player, he was the director and writer and co-writer of Paranorman, and he was a writer on Kubo and the Two Strings.
Sounds like a pretty good resume all around.
And he was also a storyboard artist on the Mr. Bean cartoon.
The movie got pretty high reception, an 89% on Rotten Tomatoes. The fans loved it as well. It was a critical darling. There was just one itty-bitty issue with it that tends to plague a lot of great movies. It was kind of a box office bomb, grossing just $26 million against a $102 million production budget. What the hell happened?
I'm guessing films like this and Kubo, to an extent, flopping this hard at the box office was kind of a motivating factor for Aardman to make their next Chicken Run film a Netflix movie.
Maybe it's just that people don't take stop motion animation that seriously in theaters, which is a shame. There's a lot of good to come out of that genre. And hell, Lego Movie made a lot of money.
Yeah, but Lego Movie 2 didn't.
Okay, so, start before the Laika Pictures logo. The three of us across the world here are, well, me and Pedro are looking at the same version, but Dwibbs is looking at the Netflix version because lucky the UK got this movie on Netflix. So, for the sake of a unified start, we'll be starting before the Laika Film Pictures logo. So, without further ado, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, click.
I should mention, though, that if you're listening to this commentary in the UK at a point where this film isn't on Netflix anymore, sorry.
Yeah.
No, can't please everybody.
Missing Link.
Well, I thought for a second there, I thought Netflix got horribly screwed up and got Abominable instead.
Ooh, symbolism. The orangutan's footprint becomes that of a man's.
So this film stars Hugh Jackman, Zoe Saldana, Zach Galifianakis, and a whole bunch of other people. Oh, Timothy Oliphant's in this film too, and David Walliams, Stephen Fry.
Yeah,
Matt
this movie is
Lucas.
full of British people.
Well, Hugh Jackman isn't British, and neither is Zoe Saldana.
Dwebs, who put the Queen in his money? He's British.
well, Zoe Saldana isn't, and neither is Zach Galifianakis.
Zach Galifianakis, I've heard that name before.
He was in those Hangover movies.
Ah.
And he was going to be an RIPD, but had to pull out, so Jeff Bridges took his place.
Seriously though, I wonder, why is it that stop motion animation in theaters tends to not get as much viewership?
It looks cartoony. I don't know.
Damn, even the fish don't like his bagpipe playing.
What, horribly butchering the bagpipes?
And yes, the protagonist is played by Hugh Jackman, one of his favorite actors.
Hugh Jackman in. Well, it's not his first time in the world of stop motion.
Jova, the CGI for Pam wasn't that bad.
I was talking about Flushed Away, actually. But yeah, I
Yeah,
guess Pan
Well,
does
Jova,
technically.
that wasn't stop motion. Aardman Studios had an issue, had a fire issue, and they had to animate the movie with computers.
Huh.
Yeah. It's one of it was in Snack World style, Joe, where it's CGI, but it's made to emulate the look of stop motion as much as possible.
Huh. Well, kudos to them. They did make it seem convincing.
I guess they had DreamWorks to help.
Yeah.
So, our protagonist here seems to be a guy who tails the rather.
We finally captured Messi.
Ah, it took him a while.
Make sure to get the picture right.
Good enough. Yeah. Oh.
Oh!
Oh, so
Dude!
Galifianakis is now dead. No.
He seems very nonchalant about all of this.
Oh, remember, Jova, he's a British gentleman, so obviously.
True, yeah.
Okay, so the movie was composed, well, the score was composed by Carter Burwell, aka the guy who did the apparent soundtrack for No Country for Old Men. However, he also did. Well, he was a co-composer for a Goofy movie,
Goody.
Huh, wow.
along with well, Don Davis was the other guy.
Anyway, Dribs, the guy who was voicing Sir Lionel Frost's assistant was actually David Williams,
Oh, David Williams. So.
another English comedian, actor, and writer.
All right.
Oh!
Hey,
Thank
they
you!
they invented the speedboat. Needs a bit of work.
Well, so much for the photograph.
Damn. All that. His assistant nearly dying, and the film didn't even survive.
Alright, back at jolly old London.
It seems more colorful than I last remember it. Damn. Can't you be willing to risk your life all for the fields of science? Oh! I guess to his credit, when you literally see the inside of a monster's mouth the way he did, you kind of, you tend to reevaluate how your life's going.
Yeah, I'd rather leave too.
Huh.
Sasquatch, wasn't that
Bigfoot
Isn't-
dudes.
Oh, was that another name?
Yeah.
I wonder what Laika are gonna do now that they've had like this is like the this is like the second straight flat out flop.
Well,
Well, don't worry, Dibs. Travis is out there paying the bills with his other movies.
so is that how they're able to get these movies out?
Well, remember, Joe, but the owner, the boss of Laika directed Bumblebee, and my guess is he's directing live action movies to pay for the studio to keep going, basically.
Well, kudos, and Bumblebee was a good movie, so yeah. As is per usual with Laika, the animation just seems to get better and better with each film.
Yeah, that is how I feel about your strict orders.
He so politely ignored him.
Don't point it at your friends.
Sounds like Timmy Oliphant.
Why did you have your gun? This is most unorthodox.
Yes.
Pick up Dunsby.
Big at Dunsby. Wow, your parents really hated you at birth, didn't they?
Unless that's his last name, in which case, damn, he was stuck with that.
For all they know, you probably could have made up that foot from as like a fake or something.
Oh!
Yeah, this film is not exactly. This one's a bit more light-hearted from Laika.
But it's not as lighthearted as Box Trolls. This movie still has some deeper commentary, as you'll see eventually.
Of how shitty adventurers can be.
No, you'll see. You'll see.
Wow, that was like almost every British cliche catchphrase you can think of right there. Wow, Dwibs! British table manners indeed.
Adventurers. Hey, Joe, what do you think this takes place in the London of the Lautrec universe?
Maybe. They seem to have the same mentality.
Yeah, I can't. I wonder if maybe these guys just learned everything there is to know about being a snob, except for manners.
Did you just suggest me wrong? Blasphemy!
Seriously, that moment should be a meme. Well, I say you're wrong.
Oh.
It's perfect.
Wow! We got a badass here.
I got it. If you lose, you have to shave that ridiculous beard off that you've got.
Oh boy.
Grr. All right. Okay. So this film didn't exactly get a whole lot of money, but it did get some awards. More specifically, it won the Golden Globe for Best Animated Film. Yeah, it beat out Disney, Pixar, and DreamWorks films that came out that year.
Nice.
Specifically, Frozen 2, Toy Story 4, and How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World.
Huh.
Not so much the Academy Awards though. It lost to Toy Story 4.
Ugh.
Well, it also beat. Well, it also. Well, it also beat.
Ooh.
Klaus got beat as well, although I wasn't a big on it, so I guess that kind of evens out.
This guy has quite a few scars.
That means he's the bad guy, Jova.
Yep.
Okay, so time to prepare for our adventure.
Let me
What
guess.
ship is it on? I wonder.
Oh
Even the character
god.
even the character designs are very Layton-esque. Hey, Dwebs, Professor Layton and the Mystery of the Sasquatch.
Wait, hold on. What year does this movie take place in?
Ye old times.
Ye old England.
Because if it's 1912, you may want to get off that boat. Oh, never mind. There's only 2 smokestacks. It's safe.
Yeah, that ye old England back when LP back when vinyl players were all the rage.
Also, this wasn't the only movie recently in terms of animation on the big screen to get released that has something to do with Bigfoot, because there was also Smallfoot and Abominable.
Oh, wait. Well, Abominable is the Abominable Snowman, not so much Bigfoot.
Yeah, those are different mythical
It has
creatures.
something to do with Yetis.
Yetis
Well,
are
the
Yetis are
Yeti
different
is-
from
no, actually, no,
Sasquatch.
Actually, no, Yeti is is another name for the abominable snowman Dwebs. It's not. It's separate. Again, you have the Bigfoot, who's also known as Sasquatch, and you have the abominable snowman, which is also known as Yeti. That's how it works.
Well, TV tropes defined it as, I'm reading the quote here. All 3 animated
Ooh.
films centered around Bigfoot, Sasquatch, and Yeti that were released within a year.
Whoa, even the
Okay.
guys are attracted to him. Then again, he is Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, even Clay Hugh Jackman causes everyone to turn their head.
Welcome here, Englishman. Welcome off to the good old saloon town and all that.
Well, Dwebs, would you say even his back does? Because remember, there was that one point in Chappie where we spent like a full 40 minutes without Hugh Jackman, and then suddenly we get a shot of his back, and that's it.
Oh god.
Huh.
Do you ever get the feeling like you're being watched? I'm just hoping that you speak good old English, chap.
Well, that was fast.
Come on, mate, you've almost got him. Howdy. So it seems this this guy has a bit of a bad throat.
Oh god. Anyway, this guy's played by Zachary Knight Galifianakis.
Yeah, Zach Galifianakis, yes.
Yeah. He is one of the few American actors on this film, which I guess makes sense seeing as how, he comes from America in the story. Dude. A little bit more and you'd be doing fluid cursive. Huh. Whoa! Okay there! Oh god. Hmm?
So there you go, Jova. The Sasquatch was asking for an explorer to find him.
Interesting. Electric. Hmm. Wow, that sucks. Hey, Dwibs! There you go.
Burped.
Oh. What plot twist? The Yetis are also extinct too. Uh, you have a lot to learn, kid. Oh god. How about Link? I hear that's a common enough name. Son of a gun, I called it.
What kind of football are you referring to?
Hey, Dwibs, guess what? Apparently, the Sasquatch here wants to get in touch with apparently his cousins, the Yetis.
Uh-huh.
And his cover name is going to be Mr. Link.
Have you guys made the Legend of Zelda joke while I was away?
Yes, Jova made it. Yeah.
Yeah. I actually called that they were going to name him Link.
Yeah, but I gotta say though, this sequel to Breath of the Wild looks radically different. When it happened, that woman there, was that Princess Zelda? Man, she had a huge makeover.
Yeah. Oh, come now. What could possibly go wrong?
Well, I mean, considering the guy who wrote and directed this is from England.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, you will not take kindly to folks around here.
Ah, I do this. I think we've stepped into a western all of a sudden. Move along.
So, who voices mustache guy here?
Timothy Oliphant.
Oh, so wait. A Western show with the guy with a mustache is voiced by Timothy Oliphant. Is this like? I swear there was a Western show with him in it. That's like that.
Hmm.
Oh, oh, I've forgotten. Deadwood. That's it.
Gee, I wonder who paid him to do that.
Huh.
This film is the most expensive, one of the most, if not the most expensive filmmaker have made.
I can
Well,
definitely
Dwebs gotta,
tell.
gotta simulate the brawl of a British pub properly.
Actually, this is technically in America at this point in the film.
Oh yeah, right.
You can tell because everything's being played on the fiddle. So of course it's a western. Well, at least he's taking out his anger productively.
Oh dear.
Smart dog.
I made the dog attack his own owner.
I think the dog at that point realized, you know what? I'm not getting paid, so there is absolutely no point. Or rather, I don't get the biscuits to deal with that mess. Of course.
Mm-hmm.
I get the feeling we'll be hearing from him again.
Okay. First time I've heard Timothy Oliphant do an evil laugh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He's so polite even when beating people up.
Wonder how communication to other countries worked at this point in history.
There was stuff like telegrams, letters.
Telegram, there you are. Thank you, movie. I mean, if this organization is really this shitty, why does Hugh Jackman even want to join it?
Well, it probably has to do with about it being in high upstanding society, the best of the best.
This is upstanding.
That's the thing. It's like maybe it's just so he can rub his dick on their faces, basically.
Would not surprise me. If there's one thing that was common in the world, it was being able to rub the biggest success in one's else faces. Not that kind of crack.
It's not so much a crack, it's more like a giant hole.
Nice
Yeah.
censorship there.
So who voices Adelina?
Let's see.
I'm guessing Zoe Saldana.
Yep, Zoe Saldana.
Well, yeah. Yeah, you can tell it's her actually.
Oh my god. Ooh.
Looks pretty content to me.
Dang. That's so much better. Oh.
There you go. See, that's why they got Zoe Saldana. So they can, so that way they can get a good Spanish pronunciation.
What's that supposed to mean?
Again, written by an Englishman.
Dang. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Hugh Jackman performing burlesque. That was a sight to imagine. Also, yes, the good old days where you could perform a robbery by putting a sock over your head. Yeah, it's not as easy as it looks in the movies to do that.
Well, the movies didn't exist back then.
Ooh.
Anytime now, buddy. Well, that works too.
Ooh. Sound sleepers.
Yeah, good job they sleep heavy.
I have a distinct feeling I know how this is gonna go. Oh, crud.
Yeah, somehow I think this is going to cause a bit of attention.
Nah, you think?
Congrats, you are learning sarcasm. Oh,
Well, that works.
that amazingly works out. Oh, better not let her catch her. She's gonna kill you. Wow, she immediately saw through that disguise.
Hugh Jackman is a nun.
I wonder how she could tell.
Oh crap, it's Hitman.
Oh my god. So once again he plays an assassin.
And he's bald. Or the Hitman doesn't. Agent 47 doesn't have a mustache.
Huh. Still though, maybe it's one of his disguises.
And he has a sort of red tie, so. Well, mind you, red tie isn't that distinct a character trait or a costume trait. I mean, Phoenix Wright has one.
Oh snap. She's the one holding the gun, dude. If you want to take it up with her, you're on your own.
So I'm guessing one of her character traits is that she'll occasionally throw Spanish words in there.
Specifically, she said for nothing.
None whatsoever. Don't worry, the subtitles say what she means.
Ah, okay.
Huh.
Interesting, because an actual direct, exact literal translation, she said for nothing. So my guess is Chris doesn't quite know how the Spanish terms work.
I could have asked someone on Laika who speaks Spanish or something.
Like maybe Zoe herself, maybe.
I guess to be fair, for nothing, she probably means that she thought that, oh, you know, you came all this way for nothing if you don't want to take the train. Why is it always Shangri-La? Oh boy.
Yes.
Uncharted would tell you otherwise.
Which Uncharted was it specifically?
2.
Too.
Yeah, the one I played. Well, one of the two I did, yeah.
According to Uncharted 2, it is the site of great evil and undead monstrosities.
Let me check. What did this film have? What other movies was this film up against?
Let's see, it came out in April 7th over in New York City first, and then it came out in the United States in April 12th. Huh, doesn't say anything about the rest of the world.
Missing Link. It came out the same week as. Well, the only major film I can see on here is Hellboy.
And Hellboy sucked.
And like this movie, Hellboy also failed at the box office.
The difference is that this one actually had more of a fan base.
So there you are. I
It
guess
says
that's
here-
one.
Oh, hold on, I'll...
You were saying,
Plus,
Pedro?
Avengers Endgame wouldn't be out for another couple of weeks, so
It says here that after this movie won the Golden Globe, Travis Knight says that that Golden Globe paves the way for its future. He says that multiple films are in the works, including a possible move to streaming. So yeah, much like Aardman, Laika might just have to move on to streaming.
Hey, as long as
Yeah.
you know, best case in scenario. Sorry, Hugh, you gotta work to get to that love and romance.
Well, don't worry, Travis. That's easy. Just pitch yourself to Netflix. They'll greenlight anything.
Okay. Like I said, best case in scenario, if they strike a deal with Netflix, they'll be able to get incredibly good production values here. Well, good enough anyway.
Well, yes, it is the sky. Well done, mate. Okay, so Jova, what states are they going through again?
They're pretty much going through, let's see, Illinois.
Ohio and Iowa. Also read Iowa there.
Yeah.
Um,
Ohio. Yeah. They went for a
that's what
bit
I
of
said first.
They went for a bit of Pennsylvania. Basically they went from west to the east. They're now in New York. Ye old New York. For God's sakes, man, he's Hitman Agent 47. And you know he'll die.
Well, technically, he wasn't lying.
Dang, he is Agent 47, complete with the hiding places and everything.
So, what was this? Was this Timothy Oliphant trying to retrospectively make up for that he wasn't for that? Yeah, he was in a bad movie playing an assassin.
Uh-huh. Go figure.
The Ultimate Club, it said there. See, that's why I want to join it. It's the Ultimate Club.
The Ultimate Club.
Tuh.
But don't you have a servant though?
I guess she treats her manservant well.
Oh, I don't know. Or at the very least, the servant has horrible luck.
Oh. Wow.
How
Wow.
dense can you be?
Talk about missing the landing. She'll probably do it too. Seriously, she was willing to shoot you.
And also, everywhere I go, whenever I introduce myself, people keep asking me where's Zelda. Like, who's that?
Oh well, she's just a princess of old age yonder.
Um. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I guess. Is Zelda a drug?
Thankfully not.
Yeah, if Zelda was a drug, actually, what would it do?
I wonder.
Yeah, if like one of those really try hard, edgy, angsty development teams tried to make a Zelda game, that was probably what they'd do. Have Zelda be like a hard drug or something.
Huh.
That's right. Choose a name.
Laughed at you. Oh, well, I guess that's.
Aw. Susan?
Yes, that is correct.
Oh, I mean, there is a famous actor whose first name is Mandy.
And there are plenty of guys known as Merryweather.
Well, what was her last name?
I wonder. Huh. Female prospector. Those were pretty rare back then.
Okay.
Although to be honest, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do: shoot her or make her watch Hitman on a 24-hour loop.
You monster! Don't!
Yeah, you gotta work on your fighting skills.
Yeah!
Lol.
Well, let's think about it. He's kind of new at this whole action scene thing.
So it would seem. Oh! Try again.
No. Why not just drop her into the sea yourself whilst you're at it?
Maybe if he tries doing that, he'll accidentally save her.
Oh crap!
Oh dear. Eep. Oh!
It's interesting because the same year this came out, Timothy Oliphant had a minor role in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Huh. Cannot get the right room to save his life. Oh! Well, it's better that than death.
Well, provided her skull hasn't cracked.
Okay,
So Inception.
so it would seem. Geez, any more tilting and the ship would have become the Poseidon adventure.
Well, it's a good thing he has lost the aim.
Guess he's probably better aiming a gun than he is aiming an axe. Uh-oh.
Wow. More like you are a mockery of men, dude.
Oh boy.
I'll run this game to the ground.
He took. Wait. That's.
Said Microsoft when they looked at Forza.
So you consider that him taking it well? God, I'd hate to see what him not taking it well would have been.
Alright, so now we're on to...
Across the English Channel. Switzerland. Huh. He's like a giant child.
Okay, now they're all with each other again.
Well,
Oh!
remember this, there were a couple before.
Yeah.
So.
Wow. He actually followed them all the way to India. Gotta give that man credit. He definitely does his best to please his client. Oh boy.
Yep. He has got a very big understanding of local custom. Yeah, well, there you are. It's a shame he doesn't speak Tibetan.
Thank God they found someone who does.
Ha! That rhymes. Old, rude, prefers solitude.
Huh.
Okay then.
Oh.
Wow. Loving mother, isn't she?
Yes.
Yeah. She's up there. Yeah, she's up. Yeah, mother of the year contender, right next to the mom from Home Alone 3.
So you eat plenty of meat. Well, at least the chicken's still alive.
Well, technically nobody's mentioning the chicken. You told us not to mention the chicken. You never said anything about hitting the chicken with something.
True. Yak is love. Yak is
Yeah,
life.
it's life, yeah.
Dwibs. It's quite an interesting cookie, eh?
Yeah.
Oh boy, we're getting philosophical here.
I wonder how much of this film not doing well at the box office had to do with the studio who released it.
Who's the studio that released it?
Focus features.
Because this is the first film. Well, actually, this is the first film not to be released by Focus.
Oh,
Features.
snap.
The kiss of life. Quickly.
It was instead from United Artists.
Hmm.
No, I'm sorry, that doesn't work. You cannot kill someone again.
Unless they're Rasputin. I mean, seriously, I'm like 100 years old. Do you really expect me to make a trek up the mountains? Silly Englishman. God, knowing their luck, it'll probably be Mount Everest they have to climb.
Is it?
Oh no.
Ta-dun-dun.
Huh. Oh. Oh.
What an upstanding fellow you are.
He is
Well,
that
he is-
determined to keep things his way that he will threaten a baby.
Well, he is the villain.
Yeah, but most villains usually have tact. This guy is an absolute scum.
What are you talking about, Dribs? He's nothing but a British gentleman.
I mean, hell, even Thanos took care to make sure that he only wiped out half of all life. Therefore, that makes him a better.
Well, this movie is a more black and white type of story where there's clearly good guys and there's clearly bad guys.
Well, I was mostly speaking in jest.
I can sort of see the mentality of this film, though. The bad guy is one who's resistant against change, and, well, he sees change as basically people like him being pushed out eventually. Hence his determination to keep things as they are.
Well, there you go. That will get us there quicker.
Yeah, leg it and hope you don't lose the trail.
Found him! Oh boy.
Looks like we don't welcome you American Sasquatches around here.
Imagine racist Yetis.
And look at that.
Wow.
So bright.
Shangri-La.
A city of ice.
Don't look down, mate.
I'm not even gonna ask who built an ice bridge. I'd just rather pray that that ice bridge doesn't break while I'm on it.
I guess it depends on how thick the ice is.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, I think we have hit the jackpot.
Yep.
I mean, there's mythical creatures here to, for everybody.
Wait, Emma Thompson? Is that Emma Thompson?
Well, she's British, so.
Huh. You would do great on a game of
Yes.
Jeopardy.
Well, just don't try and bring Jeopardy round here. We've tried it 3 times and it's just
Yeah.
not sticking. No, I see glory and riches some other way.
Oh,
Oh.
cute. Okay. So what's next? You gonna reveal the dinosaurs are alive too?
Uh,
Dang.
keep out, we hate you.
You know, the Yeti are surprisingly xenophobic.
Okay then, so welcome to another great Laika location. Raw.
Translation: Keep out, we hate you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has a point there. That's kind of that's Hugh Jackman's motivation for this whole thing. Yeah.
I'll admit, I'm kind of proud that this movie at least did not go for a whole liar revealed sort of arc thing. Pretty sure that'll kill us.
Yeah, that's totally better than murder.
Well, someone's paranoid.
This world, you see, is perfect, and I will not allow mongrels like you fucking it up.
But yeah,
That's a motivation.
I'll admit, I'm proud of this movie for not doing the liar reveal thing. Like, I was so scared they were gonna do that.
Well, how would the lie revealed worked here?
Well, you know, okay, before he made the promise,
They
I was
could have been a thing where
afraid
Yeah,
it was going to be a case like where, oh, he says he's taking him to the Himalayas, but he's actually going to take him to England to show him off. But no,
But no, he
they
didn't.
thankfully averted that.
where they go with Lionel Frost is that it's not that he's like an asshole or anything. It's just that he's misguided, as Zoe Saldana's character pointed out various times.
Hmm. If you'll even
But-
live.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. He's a bit too obsessed with his prestige. Well, to be
Yeah, that's what I was asking earlier.
Oh,
Why
there
did
you go.
want to
Let's
be in
see.
a club full of
Let's see.
arseholes?
there you go. Though it's just a pride thing.
Oh. Okay, you got it in 2 tries.
Yeah, this of course goes back to the beginning of the movie where he wasn't even thinking of his partner's safety when he was hunting Nessie.
Well, damn, that hit him right where it hurt. That was totally an
E.T.
ET moment
reference.
there.
You weigh like 600 pounds. He's
Oh!
like 200 at least. Yeah.
Smart, yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
So who voices Xeno Yeti?
Oh, you
Already
mean the
said
leader,
there's
Emma Thompson?
I must have been must have been take some-
Oops. Time to go.
Yeah. You probably could have worded that better, honey.
Although, well, I mean, some racists actually do operate under that quote-unquote logic. So
True.
Gotta love that irony. Oh!
Again, it's all part of the xenophobia commentary that this movie has.
nope, you're not fine.
Oh, snap.
Well, crap.
No,
Now
Joe, but don't say snap. They'll snap the rope.
That's okay. I don't want to be in one of you anyway. Mm. No, you're not.
Eh, 8 out of 10.
Oh, that was a. Oh, that was. Hold on. Let me try my best. That was a great line. Be sure to remind me to give Mr. Chris Butler a handshake.
No.
No, but you're supposed to be the. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Hey, Joe, it's just like the Bifrost for a bridge breaking.
Yeah.
I think you didn't quite think this through, dude.
Smart. Smart,
Yeah,
guys.
let's just quietly go away.
Yeah.
Time to go.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Oh, bugger.
Well, sucks to be
Well,
him.
well, that's what you get for allying yourself with the bad guy.
Oh, crud.
It's a shame he wasn't. The guy himself, the assistant wasn't that bad. It was just.
No.
Oh.
Well, let's see. Oh crap! What now?
Well, you're honest.
Pride comes before Tuesday.
So yeah, that's the primary. That's the primary theme of the story: the folly of pride.
Slap.
And this is our epic conclusion, the slap fight. Oh, come on.
So how are they gonna get out of this one?
Good question. Come on.
Yeah, just keep swimming.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Just keep swimming.
Oh yeah, it's ice.
Oh dear.
Oh, made it. Ooh.
Dang. Sucks to be you. Okay, maybe not. I'll give this guy credit. He really does not give up.
Remember, Jova, the folly of pride and obsession.
I'll say.
Unlike Lionel, this guy hasn't quite had a realization that pride is a folly.
Did you mean a folly?
Oh! Dang! Did he just get impaled by that icicle?
Kinda, but we still took care not to show any kind of...
Yeah, gore in a Laika movie? Never.
Well, honestly, they were pretty close to it in Coraline, but, you know, fair enough. You know, with all due respect, maybe we should have a heartful good saying when we're off any bout of ice.
Yeah, we might want to leave.
I thought I told you to get lost.
Her face, I love it.
You can stew on that for the rest of eternity. Oh,
Your utopia sucks.
and get a haircut.
Yeah, exactly.
Aww. It would be a little too cliche. You know, I wonder, they seem to be hinting at something involving Lionel and Aldous.
No.
Just take the L's like gentlemen.
So what's going to happen to the League of Arsehole Adventurers?
Well,
Huh.
now that their boss is dead, most likely they'll get disbanded.
And they'll have to evolve. Oh, monkey fishes in Atlantis.
Atlantis.
Aww.
Yep, the end.
Good job, Chris.
Good job, Chris.
Yep, I'm sure this will be a film enjoyed by billions the world over.
Well, don't worry, Dwebs. Fortunately, we're gonna rely on Netflix from this point on, apparently.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I do feel like
Surprised
these...
they didn't do it with this movie, if I'm honest.
I guess they wanted to give it a try again.
We'll have to wait and see.
Uh,
But yeah, that was the missing link.
Yeah, that...
Art.
Okay.
Like, I still really love this movie. Like, it's again, it may be less sophisticated than Kubo, but that's intentional. And not everything needs to be a high octane character study fantasy. This is a more simpler story, and it's perfectly fine. It's told with a lot of heart, and there's some really nice commentary for xenophobia as well, for good measure, with the Yetis. And has a lot of great jokes, and the cast and characters are just overall incredibly charming and have great chemistry, and it works extremely well. So, and yeah, it's just a really, really wholesome movie. Again, Laika always does great work, and this is just yet another great movie to add to the collection. So, Jova.
Yeah, honestly, this movie was a lot of fun. I think what really caught my eyes, you can tell that Laika always seemed to improve with each movie. Like, Coraline was already a visual darling, yet this one ups the ante by giving us newer visuals, but also some pretty great action scenes. Like, not gonna lie, I got a kick out of the action here. There's plenty of swashbuckling to be had as well as other movements here nice and well through and through. The visuals look pretty nice. It's very much a visual wonder masterpiece. The story as well is pretty good. Again, props to them for averting what could have been an obvious
Behind the scenes look.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Imagine having to shoot every frame of that.
That scene probably took like the longest out of all the bits of the movie.
Okay. Carry on, Jova.
But this, like I said, props to them for avoiding a very obvious revealed sort of plot, which it really seemed like it was gonna go for at first, but no, they averted it. Like, the characters are all well and likable. Lionel's an interesting guy. Unlike a lot of protagonists, his jerkishness isn't as obvious as you would think. Like, most times when you've got the obvious jerk with a heart of gold thing, the guy is definitely an obvious jerk. But no, here it's a lot more subtle. Like, he's a guy who means well, but he constantly loses the message here and there because of his own pride, which eventually he does learn. And he learns that, there's more to...
When you think about it, Joe, but he's kind of like Nathan Drake in Uncharted 3. because Nathan Drake has this exact same arc in Uncharted 3.
I
So
I think what I like is like, well, there's also this message about casual racism and whatnot here. Like, oh, just because you act polite to somebody doesn't necessarily mean you're treating them as an equal. Case in point with how his ex pretty much points out how he treats Susan until he finally gives him the proper respect and treats him as an equal. Good stuff overall. So a lot of social commentary to be found. And, and even if social commentary isn't your thing, the story overall is still a lot of fun. Like, it's kind of like, funnily enough, it's kind of like Around the World in 80 Days starring Jackie Chun, You got this world, you got this mission to go around the world doing this and that, while you have also the evil Brits trying to stop our heroes here and there to the point of even hiring an assassin. And yeah, like I said, all the characters are a lot of fun here and there. And in typical fashion, pretty much all the antagonists get their comeuppance, be it through death or through mockery in the end. The voice talents are very well in there. And yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. Like, don't get me wrong, I was expecting this movie to be good, but I wasn't expecting to enjoy it as much as I did. Like, it may be a contender for my favorite Laika film that I've seen. Mind you, I have not seen Kubo yet, so that could possibly...
Joe, but the only reason you could say that is because you haven't seen Kubo yet. Kubo is Laika's magnum opus. It's their masterpiece.
So I've heard. But yeah, I mean, okay. This is going up against Coraline, Boxshells, and Paranorman. So this is not something I say lightly. This may be my favorite Laika film so far. I will say this, though. It almost feels like this Laika film may or may not have been hinting at a sequel, seeing as how they do suggest something went on between Adelina's ex and Lionel, but then don't really go to it. I wonder if they're hinting at a sequel. I mean, to be fair, this kind of movie lends itself to a lot of chances for a sequel, so could be interesting.
This movie was written and directed by Chris Butler, the same guy who also made Paranorman. Whereas Kubo was done by Travis Knight, the actual boss of Laika. So who knows? Maybe in between live action movies, maybe Travis will be able to squeeze in time to come back to Laika and make another stop motion animated film. Would be nice. So,
but yeah,
but for now, Chris Butler will hold the fort.
But yeah, let's see. Between this and Coraline, this is definitely one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Laika film. So yeah,
Coraline is one of the odd ones out because that one they hired an outside director to make that one.
Henry Selick.
Henry Selick, yes.
Well, hey, we gotta get the creative night. Well, to be fair, it was a pretty good start. I'll give him that.
It was a learning experience so that Chris Butler could learn enough so that he could make Paranorman on his own without outside help. So.
But yeah, I can definitely say my favorite Laika films I've seen so far are Coraline and this movie. So yeah, pretty good. All right, Dwibs, give us your final thoughts.
Well, okay, I gotta say, this is the worst Zelda movie I've ever seen. All the characters look like each other. There were no recognizable Zelda themes here, and I mean, where the hell's Ganon? Okay, in all seriousness. Yeah, I really enjoyed this movie a lot. I do appreciate that. Well, I mean, I guess it helps that the guy writing and directing this is actually English. That it's not like it's pretty much a British guy versus a British guy. One is the more upstanding gentleman, and the other one's a knobhead.
Who gives off the guise that he's supposedly an upstanding English gentleman.
Yeah, really, he's just a knob. And all the others are okay. I do appreciate that, this is one of the more easygoing Laika movies. In a way, I mean, hell, even the stuff involving the xenophobic Yeti are played a bit more light, for lack of a better term, than
like I said, not every movie needs to be Kubo.
Well, I never said that was a negative.
Sure. That's what I'm saying. I was just adding a point.
Cute, the Laika logo thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, the
hey,
Laika logo.
Kubo.
Yeah, the Laika. Yeah, this is basically every time they make a new movie, they update the logo to show always little references to all of their catalog, basically. So basically, if depending on how long this studio survives, this logo might come to a point where it lasts 2 hours, maybe.
Wow, wouldn't that be something? We have the longest film logo ever, to the point where it's half the length of our movie.
Yeah, CinemaSins would hate that.
Alright, Dibs, continue your final thoughts.
Well, that's about it. Yeah, I do enjoy this movie. Not as much as Kubo, but I still like it. Okay.
So,
I'm checking here. Box Trolls was directed by Graham Annable and Anthony Staschi, so newcomers. So like, these were well, not newcomers, like different people, like because the two regulars at Laika are Travis Knight and Chris Butler, but these two directors, I don't know, they haven't made anything outside of Box Trolls at least that I can. Don't get me wrong, Box Trolls was okay. It's just that it's okay, and it's just that I expect better from Laika because Laika has raised the bar so high with their films. Box Trolls is just very average.
Me personally, I really do like Box Trolls, but I can definitely see why if you're a Laika regular, you may be a bit put off by it. Like, there's something that's different about it compared to a lot of Laika movies.
Is it, again,
Box Trolls.
Like I've said,
I'd still say it still is worth a watch, but I can understand.
It's worth a watch once. I would argue, like, okay, it's kind of like Kung Fu Panda 1. Like, it has a very derivative, typical story, and it's executed pretty competently. And as a result, it creates a very perfectly decent and serviceable family film. Problem is, Laika's movies are so great that the movie stands out as the odd one from the bunch. Like the one that's not as good as the other ones.
I will give it credit for having that awesome fourth wall gag during the credits, though, where the characters literally talk about how a film of themselves would be made. But I get your point still.
Mm-hmm.
Alright,
So yeah, that was Missing Link. Great job, Laika. May you prosper, hopefully, on the streaming network. Again.
Good job, and keep them coming, Laika. I'll watch.
And hey, you won't have to worry about making. You don't have to worry about the box office.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right then. We'll see you for whatever comes next.
See ya.